Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I ran for this office when I was 27 years old. The Lexington Herald said I was the most influential international political figure in Kentucky, if you believe what I say. You can see back there on my table about 10 books on international affairs and so forth, and some state level stuff. I worked with Governor Wilkinson's people to help package and sell CARA. Some $1.3 billion a year education reform budget. It put about $500 million in scholarships at EKU. I'm sure the same in Danville, probably billions at UK, plus school buildings, etc. throughout Kentucky. Wrote some of the governor's speeches prior to and during the General Assembly to make that happen. I lobbied for a couple bypasses, bridges in Estill, Madison County, downtown revitalization. I know you all have got a proposed bypass. I put together a little thing. I think that it might be better if you could move it out a little bit farther. I know it's in the 6-year road plan, maybe 4 years to go. But if the state did a study to extend that out another half mile to a mile, closer to the power lines from 27 out on the south end to the north end, you would have more development opportunities, more access to farms for small farmers, gentleman farms and so forth along that, as well as the acre lots, and more development from the bypass into Lancaster. So you'd have 100 years of economic development and growth. And I'm a real estate broker, and I've done developing with Mark Metcalf's brother, Jim. Kaywood, y'all may know him. I made many trips from Richmond to drop money off at the bank or pick money up to pay bills and documents and so forth. Jim and I worked together a lot, and I was in Ukraine. He was the first person to call me up after Russia invaded. Said, what can I do for you? I'm like, remember those duplexes we built 25 years ago? I'm gonna need one. Russia, Putin just fired missiles at my butt. And so I came back, and of course I got a little payback. I advised the Ukrainians and various generals over there as I was warning them that how Russia would come in and what they would try to do and so forth. When I ran for state House of Representatives, when I was 27, I lobbied for 52 expansion and 27 expansion. As I mentioned, 45-minute road before. Now in 25 minutes you can make it to Bucky's Industrial Park in Madison County. And if you look on the bypass proposal, you'll see an economic development plan for mixed-use industrial park that I'm trying to push in Madison County, and you all could do similar with a little bit scaled down version on the bypass or wherever you choose to. Be glad to help in any way I can. On the national level, I've written 10 books. I've got several more. I just got tired of writing. Worked on Panama, First Gulf War, helped organize and maintain a coalition, got us dallying around the desert for decades like Bush's return, post the return. Somalia, wanted to feed people. General Garrison turned it into a military mission, hence Black Hawk Down the movie, Clinton as well. Several other books, Libya, Syria, hunting Osama in Pakistan, tipped a possible courier network that I thought would lead to Osama in Pakistan, to the Undersecretary of Defense's think tank in DC. And I'm using similar people that I've worked with in Pakistan in the past to back channel diplomacy to try to bring the US and Iran together to negotiate. I figure they'll probably go back to the JCPOA, which is Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, and have UN inspectors, check everything. So basically Trump did nothing, achieved nothing if we just kept the JCPOA in place. That'll bomb that. Iran is 800-mile long coastline, 500 inside the Gulf, and 5 minutes is almost done. I'll talk after with questions, and I've got some stuff that may motivate Democrats because we're being seen very badly these days. Propaganda. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, if anybody gets questions.